Previously on Big Brother. As HOH, Jesse spun the Wheel of Mayhem, and Battle of the Block was the twist of the week, making Helen the second HOH. At the Battle of the Block competition, Janelle and Dan dethroned Jesse, and Rachel and Vanessa stayed on the block, making Helen the HOH for the week. At the veto ceremony, Rachel won and removed herself from the block. Helen put up Jesse as the replacement. On eviction night, by a vote of 6-3, Vanessa was the second house guest evicted. Who is aligned with who, and who will win the next HOH? Find out on this episode of The Sims 4 Big Brother. Beep 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 beep. Hi friends, welcome back to my Sims 4 Big Brother challenge. This is episode 7. Oh my goodness, we're in technically week 3 for these house guests, which is crazy to think that we're here. I hope you're all doing well. So we're picking up right after eviction. Some people are taking Vanessa's departure a little better than others. I'm not going to call out certain names at all, which is weird because Vanessa and Brittany were close. It's always, Dr. Will just loves this artwork that Jessica put in the house when she built it. Good job, Jessica. Same with Janelle, just different. But yeah, that was a big episode. I'm curious if you all were okay with who left. Somebody do something with this. I was really worried that Jesse was going to leave because as someone who looks at the relationships, he does not have great relationships. But the house guests, they rallied through and saved him. Seeing him as possibly like too big of a threat, I guess, that like keeping him here puts a target off their off their backs. We still have our 3 winners left, like who have won this in real life. Someone made food for everyone. Will, Rachel, and Dan have all won in like the real life Big Brother. So I know that doesn't matter here, but I like to. All right, calm down, Zach. I like to imagine that it would have played. Would it? Thanks, Rachel. She's just continuing cooking, though. Oh, no, she's not. So in today's episode, we're just going to let them do their thing. And then we will do the HOH competition in the next, like, sim day. You were eating some... Oh, what are you eating? Vegetable dumplings. Nice. I like that they're talking to each other. That's something we don't normally see. Is everyone in here? Who am I missing? Brittany? She is playing a very sad game. Her and Rachel are almost always... Like, I don't show them a lot because they don't do much except for cry. Which is not fun. Look at that pout, though. Oh, she's gonna go... bake a cake. Oh my god, do I have the glitch where they just constantly bake cakes? Again, Sims doing the dishes in the bathroom sink when there are sinks downstairs, in the kitchen, and a dishwasher. I like that everyone is, I think, kind of like level 2 cooking now, so hopefully there will be no more fires by week 3. That would be nice. Oh my god, why? Someone already made a cake. Jesse did. I thought this was going to be Rachel or Brittany. I think this is Dan. Yeah. What happened? Why are you so sad? Don't normally see you two together. What happened? Oh no. Rennie fell down? I didn't see that, but Jessie laughed at her. You have too many cakes. I am loving this. Okay, so from what I've gathered with their relationships and what I think will not change very much as these episodes go on, they'll just get stronger. Dan and Donnie are a very tight duo. Donnie is really, he kind of does what Dan suggests. He's kind of like Dan's right-hand man. He just will do what he says. He trusts him and wants to continue working with him. So those two are pretty tight. But Dan is also really tight with Brittany, and he is a little bit even closer with her than he is with Donnie. So they're an interesting, like Dan's in a pretty good spot between those two. Will is really, he has Jessie. And I think Will is just keeping Jessie really closely as like a shield. Like he doesn't necessarily have like the strongest feelings towards him, but he's keeping him around because Jessie will be seen more as a threat than Will as a winner. And it goes the same with Jessie. Jessie doesn't really have anyone. Hopefully that changes and he gains those relationships. Helen, she's very close with Brittany. Like they're are really, Helen sees Helen sees a relationship with her and can trust her. Oh my god, stop asking questions. They're so funny. No, Dan. So yeah, Helen and Brittany are like there's trust there. And Helen is also quite close with Jen. And Jen is quite close with Helen. So those three, Brittany is kind of keeping her options open. And depending on who wins HOH this week, that'll really sway her decision who she's going to really solidify herself with. So she could go with Helen and Jen, or she could go with Donnie and Dan. Rennie and Janelle, like, Janelle, seriously, she just hates Zach. They got in a fight very early on, and they just, their feud keeps rising, and Janelle's really got to pull out a win, I think, so that people will want to form relationships with her, because she is, I would be shocked if Janelle doesn't win HOH and she's not put up on the block. Her relationships are pretty low with everyone. I don't like cloudy with some sun. I love this. Keep talking. Keep doing things. I'm excited for the HOH competition today because it is going to be an endurance competition. I'm very curious who is going to be the last person standing, because also now it's like really exciting because alliances are forming. So whoever gets HOH this week, like I feel like a lot is going to happen, and we won't have, I mean, it was kind of nice with the second eviction. We didn't have a clean sweep. I think the house was just in agreement that keeping Paul around the first week was just like, we need to get rid of them. So then with Vanessa, it was more, you could kind of see where people were, their heads were at. Oh God. I'm glad things are going well. God, Janelle, stop being so mean to people. And Will's drunk. He's playful though, at least. Oh my God. Farts are funny. What is your fear? He's scared of the pool. Why are you in it? Rachel, you just cheated. Right? We saw that? She made him look over there. I feel like if I was in Big Brother, I would be in the pool all the time too. I've always wanted a pool, but I never wanted the upkeep of a pool. I feel like if Jesse wins HOH, Helen is probably going to go up on the block just as payback for essentially, like, unintentionally backdooring him. Who is crying? Where's Rachel? This is why I don't show her a lot. Is Zach going to be a good friend to her, though? Oh, she's not even going to come out of the stall? He asked her to be a follower. She's a bit busy. Oh my god, her sim sounded so sad. Pool filled with her tears. Janelle, stop being mean. She just called him a llama? Oh. Johnny's pissed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, if I ever want to see Jesse with facial hair. It's weird. I don't like it. Stop. If you haven't, this is just your friendly reminder to vote in the polls for the two special powers that could be given to one of the house guests. I have decided, after thinking about it longer, because I remember in the first video I said that if someone won the one extra vote and they were up on the block, that I would give it to this person with the second highest votes. I think, like, I've decided now that it is only fair to give it to that person because that is who you've all voted for, or the majority voted for. However, if they are up on the block, let's say it's Rachel, for instance, because I'm staring right at her. If Rachel wins the one extra vote, but she's up on the block, she can give it to someone. So hopefully she could use that strategically and allow herself to stay in the game, or at least give her a chance. Same if Rachel's, let's say, HOH and she gets it, she can give it to someone else. And yeah, MVP, same thing. If they're already a nominee, they get to put someone else up on the block. So that's just something I've been thinking about, and I'm like, you know what, it's only fair that the people who you voted for get to actually use the power to their advantage, and they shouldn't be punished because they might be up on the block or already have power as the HOH. So if that doesn't make sense, it will when it gets selected on the Wheel of Mayhem, which could be next episode. Who knows? So tomorrow morning Sims time, we will do the HOH competition and see who will be our third HOH. I'm like less nervous now because they are level 2, so there should be no more fires, she says. Wow, they all like are going to bed. Good job. Good Sims. Jesse, this is not your bed anymore. It was for a day. They're all getting a good night's sleep for the HOH competition in the morning, except for Jesse. Super confident he doesn't need the sleep, that he will win HOH again. All right, well, they are all sleeping. I'm going to go get the backyard all set up for our HOH competition. Welcome to our HOH competition. We are going to play boxing. This is going to be our first endurance competition. So how this works is it's simple. Each of the house guests are going to box, and they will go until they can't anymore, and the last person standing will win. I will be keeping a close eye, so hopefully they don't all quit at the same time. And yeah, so we have the 10 house guests. Helen will not be competing since she won HOH last week. I'm gonna get them all queued up and then let's get going on this. Okay, they are all queued up. So house guests, let's let this HOH competition begin. Who wants it the most? All right, Zach's already made himself dizzy. If your strategy was to not win the first couple, now is the time to really win that HOH. You want it. They're all looking good so far. You're still looking good, all of you. Everyone knows how important this HOH will be. The further we get in the game, having power is super important. Who is gonna give up first? I'm impressed. They're all going strong. Also, I should add that the first 3 house guests that give up will be the have-nots for the week. It should be straightforward by now, and I keep forgetting, but I'm glad you all understand this game. I'm impressed. No one wants to be a have-not. I'm just pausing right now. We have been doing this for like almost 4 sim hours right now, and no one has given up yet. If they give up still, they're out. But also now I'm making it just a little bit trickier. If they keep knocking themselves out, which Zach is the only one to do it so far, but I'm going to be watching, and if someone gets knocked out, I'm going to consider that now they're out of the competition, just because we got to get things moving along. And with that, Zach already gave up. Zach, you have given up. So you will not be HOH, and you are the first have not. All right, Zach's gonna leave. Let's watch. Oh, Dr. Will and Donnie gave up. All right, they're getting uncomfortable, so I'm gonna actually move them into the house as they get eliminated. But our 3 have nots are Zach, Will, and Donnie. Interesting. All right, let's continue with these house guests. Oh. Alright, so Rennie gave up. She will not be a have-not, but she will also not be HOH. Dan has given up, and Jen has given up. We're getting close, so that means that Brittany, Janelle, Rachel, and Jessie are the 4 remaining house guests in this competition. I want them to leave, they're just choosing not to. These are the 4 we're watching. Oh, Brittany's out. So it's down to Janelle, Rachel, and Jessie. Who needs this? Who wants it? They have to be getting tired. Come on. Rachel. Rachel gave up? Yep. Oh, and she's depressed. Comes down to Janelle and Jessie for the HOH. Who will it be? They have been going for so long, these two. They both know the importance of HOH. And they both know that if the other one wins, they're going up on the block. This is crazy. I am very impressed with these two. They are really proving that they want this HOH. This is like a real Big Brother endurance comp where it just takes forever. They have been doing this for, I want to say, almost 8 sim hours, which is a long time. They have to be tired. And remember, if someone gets knocked out, they're also, which hasn't happened with these two because they're pros, but They sound so tired. Oh, Jessie gave up. With that. Oh, and she was like just about to give up too. Wow, if you look at that. Oh, she lasted like just like 3 seconds longer than he did. Holy. Well, this is our HOH, Miss Janelle. Wow, Jessie put up a real solid effort. He is sore. Well, congratulations, Janelle. And that is all the time that we have for this episode. Thank you so much for your continued support in this series. What is going to happen now that Janelle is HOH? I have no idea. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps. I'm such a new channel, so any support is good support. And let me know in the comments below who you're rooting for, who you think Janelle is going to put up on the block, and what do you think she's going to spill on the Wheel of Mayhem. And don't forget to vote in the polls, please, because it might get chosen next episode, MVP or extra vote. I'm so happy, not excited. Anyway, thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye.